Hello, welcome. Chi here. So when I made the previous design straight back, all back tutorial, I promised that I will be back with a clearer, more explained video of the hairstyle, and this is it. So I sectioned her hair into four parts. So this quarter I shared into two. Now the whole idea of the hair is to convert your straight lines into tiny, tiny C curved braids. So you saw me starting off with a straight line, then I started making this C shape. So one of the first C we face to the left, the next C we face to the right. So I am basically converting all the straight lines instead of using straight lines for your back braids. You convert the straight lines into tiny, tiny C shapes. That is the end of discussion. That's all. That is all you need to know. So I'm just going to proceed to make the whole head, and this gives it a more interesting edge. It makes the hair more busy, and I don't know, it looks finer, especially if you're bored with making the straight back braids. This is a very, very interesting hairstyle. I must tell you so. So I'm just going to let you watch, but that is all I do and all I did on this hair. Each straight line, I actually make the straight line for the braid. So if I wanted to braid 8 all backs, this is what this hairstyle is giving me. Since I shared the hair into 4 sections and each section into 2 braids, I had 8 braids, and then each of the straight lines for the 8 braid I started converting into tiny C's like this. So braid and stop, braid and stop, braid and stop, just as I am doing. With this, you can incorporate this style into any hairstyle. You can incorporate changing your straight line into C curves in any hairstyle. So I look forward to making like a braided ponytail with this style, just to see. It's going to look really busy and interesting. It's going to look interesting. So you can see this section is now, it has a boundary of C's instead of a straight line. So now I'm going to braid it straight back like a regular straight back braid. And then when I get to where the tail of the braid, of the tiny braid is, I will add it into my big braid and just continue. I hope this explanation makes the best sense, because it is a far improvement from explaining it the first time, because then I was trying to figure it out. But now, anybody who comes to make this hairstyle, in short, I'm going to explore making, especially braided ponytail. I feel like it is going to look really interesting. Like if you're making big, like jumbo size, no, just big braided ponytail that is not more than 10, right? It will look really, really interesting, just so busy and interesting. So I'm going to let you keep watching from here, and I will be repeating the same thing. You'll just see how you need to make minor adjustments as you go, but that's it. You see my straight line changing into curves, changing into curves. At every point, you also watch me checking the portion of the hair I am going to braid. If you're not careful, you will make a C and literally end a section. Like you would bend it in a way that that line of braid will disappear, like the section of the big braid. So as I make it, I'm very mindful of the rest of the hair. Like here, the rest of the hair I would have to braid into the bigger braids. Understand? So if you make your C to curve inwards too much, it's going to take up the whole space where your hair should pass, and we don't want that. And if you curve it out too much, it will affect the next section. So you just have to keep checking what is left. As you make your C, you check what is left. Just as when you have a straight line, you need your braids to be equal, right? Even when you're making this C, you need to be checking that the portion you have is relatively equal to what you are making already. So I'm going to let you watch from here. I added very tiny hair extension to the small braid just to make it stronger. So you can do that. If you do not skip the ads on the video, I'll be able to make money from the video, and you can see I need it. So thank you very much. If you can just watch one advert for me, watch one advert. Don't skip everything, please. And share this with your stylist, your friend, your sister. Just it is interesting. I think this braid is fine, if I can say so myself. So guys, enjoy. Any question you have at all, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section, and I promise you I will respond